What's going on, YouTube? How's all the beautiful people? Hey, here we have, what is this? Like a early, 2000. Somewhere around 2000 model Stihl MS250. As you can see, have the invisible pull rope. So let's dive in and see about getting a new one put on here. It's a very simple process, so let's just get in. Looks like it needs an air filter as well, but we'll just clean that one. I did start on this previously a few days back, but the fuel cap was busted on it, so I decided to wait until I got a new one. So here we are. And this is a 27? Yes. I don't know if there's anything else wrong with it. I just know that the son of the owner dropped it off whenever he was picking up. Some of you guys may remember the space heaters that we did not too terribly long ago that we repaired all the mice damage. That is where this came from. He didn't know anything about it. He just said, I don't know. I know the starter rope broke. That's all I know. So we're going to fix this a little bit, and then we'll fire it up and see what she does. Oh, there's a rope right there. And it's better days. For sure. Get that pulled out of there. You betcha. Don't need that. Let's see what you guys got going on. There we go. Alright, I don't know what this is. 100 meters of number 3, so that's what we're going to work with. Let me get my lighter and fix that little end right there so I don't have to struggle. Nobody likes to struggle unnecessarily, not when it can be prevented. And we're just going to put a couple of knots right here in the end so that it won't pull through. Just like that. But you want to make them small enough that it'll fit down in there and not interfere with operations. Sorry about that. I had a reminder set on my phone. Okay. I'm going to just pull some off of here. It might be a little extra, but that's okay. Give this a snip. I'll go ahead and put an end on it so she doesn't fray out on us. Now what I'm going to do, just because it's easier, I'm going to go ahead and put my handle on. And this is not the appropriate handle, simply because it's a little bit larger. And that's going to work for now, because I'll end up having to trim it, I'm certain. So I'm going to put a little bit of slack through here, and we're going to wind it up. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give it 5 and see how it feels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can get one more out of it. 6. I think this string, or this rope, is just a little on the large side, but it should work fine. I'm going to get one more. What I'm going to do here is just pull some of that rope through, like that. That should work, but what I'll do is leave it like that until I get it back on, and then we'll trim to fit. Just like that. That means you don't have to pay too much attention to where your screws come from, because there's 3 that are identical, and this one up here that goes in the chain brake handle's got a grommet. Okay. Now then. Alright, let's pull this down. Make sure that I got enough. The engine feels kind of tight. Yes, it does. May have just wasted her time on that, huh? Let me go ahead and shorten this up for now. My attention is starting to shift to possible engine issues. Which that's not too cool. But such is life. I'm just going to char that a little bit so she doesn't. Okay, let me back the guys up. I'll give this thing a jerk or 2 or 10, if we can jerk it at all. See what happens. That is choke. Oh, There. See what I was talking about? The rope came through. So, well, that's not too full. Get you guys moved over here so you can see what's up. Chances of me getting that untied are pretty slim, but I'll give it a go. Come on. Almost there. There, right there. Try this again. Yeah. Yeah. Certainly not ideal. There we go. That should do it, but we'll try. I'll see. Okay. Ooh, what does it? There we go. It was a little stiff, but it's getting better. Okay, we'll go back to high idle. Go wide open. Alrighty, I think she needs a little bit of adjustment. Let me figure out which tool I gotta have so I'm not wasting your time. And we'll adjust that carb a little bit. Okay, I've got the low speed and high speed. I reset the low speed to 1 turnout, and the high, I actually richened it just a little bit to bring some more lubricant to the situation. I'm going to check if it idles and sits here and does its thing. I'm going to check idle speed, and then I'm going to check max speed, so we'll know what we got. That's right. I'll do my best to include you guys. I don't know if you guys could see that. She's not happy. She's not happy at all, so let me Come on. Let me open that low speed just a little bit. No. That wasn't it. What's going on here? Come on, man. There we go. Painter down. Alright, let's just go back to choking it or high idle and see if it'll... May have to go through the carburetor on this. I'm going to open that high speed a little more. She ain't happy. Sometimes these things sit around, you gotta bring those diaphragms back around. Oh, no. Okay. Well, high speed was out way too far. I never checked it a while ago because the low speed was right. That's half. We'll go one on the high. That'll help it. See what we got here. You ain't liking it. Pinch that high speed back down. 3/4. She ain't happy. Oh, well. I ain't happy at all. The fuel don't smell bad. You can tell they just pulled it out and was going to use it, and shit went south. That's right at one turn there. She ain't happy. So let me run that in just a bit. Yeah, she ain't liking it at all. So she ain't getting a fill. This thing's just puking all everywhere. Let me do some tankering with it and I'll bring y'all back. Alright, I'm going to do my absolute best to keep this in screen for you. We'll just go ahead and we'll tear this thing open real quick. It's easy enough, ain't no sense in running the screws back and forth. just put out a little video on refilling these little 1 pound propane bottles. You talk about handy now. I'm sure a lot of you out there already done it, been there, done that kind of deal, but I've been wanting to get one for a while. I just never have pulled the trigger on it. And the diaphragm doesn't feel bad, but there's definitely some debris in here, so let's see, what is this? This is Zama, so I should have a new diaphragm for it. Main thing you want to look at here, or one of them, you want to look at these are basically little check valves on this diaphragm here. Allows fluid to come through this way but not go back. So, and you can see, or you should be able to see, how deformed this is. When you get these new, this is just a flat. That doesn't mean that this one doesn't work or won't work. It just means that she's been sucking pretty hard and there was a blockage in here somewhere. So that's what we're going to do. It's got a little jet right there that we'll pull. I'm going to pull be careful when you do this, little springs and parts. Pull that screw. Okay. Oh, there it is. You don't want to let any of them little pieces get the best of you and take off. And I'm going to pull this little jet. Maybe, yeah. Come on. There we go. And it looks clear. Kind of hard to say, but it looks clear. On some carburetors, if they're just really nasty, you know, and you have a full kit, you could pull these little Welch plugs out, and there are some passages that you can do this and that too, but I'm not going to mess with it on this one. It really doesn't look too bad. I think she just had some debris. You can see some of it right there. Not a lot, but it doesn't take a lot. You know, these little old carburetors. And there is a fuel screen in here. This one looks pretty clean, but I will go ahead and pull it out. And I'll run this. Well, hang on now. Let's see here. We got low speed, high speed. We'll go ahead and just pull these out. We know where the starting point is for these. There is a limit cap on the high speed. But it does not appear to be functioning. I'm not sure what's going on with that. If I can, I'm going to leave it off. It's stripped out anyway. And we'll see. Okay. I'm going to pop this in the ultrasonic, let it cook for about 10 minutes or so. 55 degrees Celsius, and I'll bring you back on reassembly. Alrighty. Well, I let her go a little longer than what I had previously anticipated, but that's okay. Go ahead and put this thing back together. I don't run on these needles. I usually don't run those through the ultrasonic. Sometimes there are some adverse effects. So, get that. Sometimes it takes a little bit tricky to get your needle and the linkage is back in there with the spring where it's supposed to be, but as I say in all my videos, just be patient with it. It'll do it. You'll get there. And check the level of the float, or the metering. It's just about flush. Okay. I did blow everything out with air. I did not use any carb spray. So typically, when it's set in the ultrasonic with those kind of temperatures, usually don't have to use carb spray. I did get a new metering diaphragm, so I'm just going to peel the old one off the gasket. Remember, gasket first, then the diaphragm. Like so. Typically, I like to get a little bit more history on a saw like this, but we do know that it fired up and ran, so, and you know, the rope broke, so it really wouldn't have mattered what kind of information we got, because I doubt he would have known that it wasn't going to run right, because he never got it fired up because the rope broke. So you put the screen back in, and we will. I'm going to reuse this diaphragm because hang on, there we go. Because it does lay flat, so we get what we need out of it. And these carburetors, when they sit, I mean, it's common for this stuff to kind of harden up. And you know, there's a chance that if I'd kept messing with it, you know, I would have gotten it to clear up and run, but a lot of times it's just easier to tear into them and peace of mind if nothing else, you know, especially if it was just mine, I probably would have tinkered with it a bit more. But when it belongs to somebody else and you're charging money, you don't want to take that chance. That's bottomed out. Now I'm going to come out 3/4, 1/2, 3/4. I think. Yeah. Low speed. One half. One. Okay. Let me get you guys moved over there and put it back together. Alright, welcome back. Well, I went ahead and put the carburetor on to save you guys to boredom. It's very, very simple. Nothing to it. Just, you know, there's just two nuts that hold it on. Just make sure you get your linkages and stuff on, and your gasket's in the right place. So let's fire this thing up. I'm going to set the idle if it's not already there, because you know we went back to stock with the low speed and high speed. We're going to set the idle around 2800 and max RPMs. With the chain, I do believe is somewhere around 14, so we may be slightly higher than that now since we don't have a chain on it. I did take it off, so because it was slinging oil and making a mess, right? So okay. It don't get any better than that, I guarantee you. So, okay, this all came in, and all we knew was that it needed a starter rope, right? So we went in, put a starter rope in it, found out that it did not want to run. It would fire but wouldn't stay running and died, just choked out, run out of fuel. So went through the carburetor, got her cleaned up, got her put on. And I do believe this one came, got a 16-inch bar, but I was looking at it here. I don't know if you guys could see that. See that green right there on that master? This is a brand new chain, so I don't have to sharpen it. She's good to go. So all I got to do is put this thing back on the saw. Now, I know it oils because I've got oil sprayed everywhere. That's why I ended up taking this darn chain off. So that's all that's left to do with that is reassemble the bar and chain. And any of you guys that might be interested, here's information on this tack that I use. Works wonders. You know, I've got a few different variants of tachometers for the small engine stuff, but you know, one that's wireless, you just stick it up there and get it done. That's easy. That's the way I like it. So that's going to conclude this one. Please like and sub, and we will catch you beautiful people on the next one.